In episode 168 of Battle Through the Heavens, we witness Xiao Yan's strength reaching an entirely new level. After advancing under the ancient Bodhi tree, his aura had grown so vast and terrifying that even the strongest present could barely comprehend it. With a single palm strike, he crippled the next leader of the Soul Clan, leaving everyone stunned. Soon after, the Bone Nether Saint descended onto the battlefield, only to nearly be obliterated by Xiao Yan's terrifying Fire Lotus. But Xiao Yan's journey under the ancient Bodhi tree wasn't just about battle. Entering the sacred tree itself, he helped cleanse it of the lingering negative emotions left behind by a fallen Dou Di. As a reward, the tree gifted him 3 of its most precious treasures. Within that ancient realm, Xiao Yan experienced 100 lifetimes of reincarnation, each one tempering his heart and soul. When he finally emerged, his cultivation surged dramatically, from 9-star Dou Zun straight to 9-Transformation Dou Zun. The audience was left in awe. Even the ancient clan's strongest couldn't recognize his aura, and many quietly admitted, Xiao Yan now felt even more powerful than their own half-saints. After exiting the tree, Xiao Yan made a bold choice. He generously distributed a Bodhi seed to the ancient clan and the other neutral experts, but deliberately withheld them from the Sky Demon Phoenix clan and the Soul clan. This immediately enraged Han Yu and Zhou Feng. Han Yu tried to maintain his calm facade, but the killing intent in his eyes betrayed his true feelings. At last, he stepped forward coldly, demanding that Xiao Yan hand over 8 of the Bodhi seeds so that the matter could be temporarily settled. But Xiao Yan refused without hesitation. He knew how rare and valuable these seeds were. Not only could they raise the chances of stepping into the realm of Dou Sheng, but they could also be refined into Bodhi pills, treasures that peak Dou Zuns dreamed of obtaining. To simply hand them over was unthinkable. Han Yu's face darkened completely. His calm expression cracked, replaced with murderous intent. At his command, the Soul Clan and the Sky Demon Phoenix Clan's experts erupted into action, Dou Qi surging wildly as they encircled Xiao Yan and his companions. The pressure was overwhelming, yet Xun'er and the others remained firm. She glanced at Xiao Yan, asking if he needed her to handle Han Yu. But Xiao Yan only smiled, shaking his head. Before the Bodhi tree, perhaps he would have needed to unleash his Fire Lotus to win. But now his strength had already surpassed Han Yu. There was no need. With steady steps, Xiao Yan walked calmly out of the encirclement. The Soul Clan and Sky Demon Phoenix experts instinctively parted to let him pass, then closed ranks again to pin down Xun'er and the others. Facing Han Yu directly, Xiao Yan admitted he carried the Tuasha Ancient Emperor Jade and even provoked him with a smirk. If you want it, come and take it. Han Yu's fury boiled over. He sneered, unleashing an illusionary technique to confuse Xiao Yan. But Xiao Yan's sharp perception pierced through it instantly. With one decisive punch, he struck Han Yu's true body and forced him out of the void. The spectators gasped. This kind of trick had fooled countless opponents, yet Xiao Yan had destroyed it with ease. No longer holding back, Xiao Yan released his aura in full. The force spread across the battlefield like a tidal wave, crushing everyone with invisible weight. The neutral experts were horrified. In just 1 month, Xiao Yan had advanced to the very peak of the 9 revolutions Dou Zun, a realm that placed him beyond even their wildest expectations. Han Yu tried to mask his shock, but his pride wouldn't let him back down. Activating his clan pattern, his strength surged, pushing him close to the peak of the 8 revolutions Dou Zun. With a roar, he unleashed his strongest technique, the soul-destroying palm. A massive black imprint carrying a shrill wail and the face of a vengeful spirit shot toward Xiao Yan with devastating power. Yet Xiao Yan only shook his head. With a single step, he appeared in front of the attack and slapped casually, his palm wrapped in blazing flames. The collision was over in an instant. Han Yu's strongest blow shattered like glass, erased completely by Xiao Yan's casual strike. The battlefield fell silent. Han Yu stared in disbelief. That move should have been enough to overwhelm even the strongest, yet Xiao Yan had dismissed it as if it were nothing. Suspended in the sky, Xiao Yan looked down with cold contempt. Then, without wasting another word, he conjured a massive flame palm, the air around it burning as it descended with terrifying speed. Han Yu desperately summoned a beast-shaped defense from his black mist, but the flames instantly evaporated it. His defenses crumbled, his body rocked violently, and he spat blood, thrown back in humiliation. The neutral experts watching from afar gasped, secretly relieved they had chosen not to oppose Xiao Yan. With a few follow-up strikes, Xiao Yan blasted through the other battlefields as well, scattering Zhou Feng and the rest with overwhelming force. Seeing Han Yu defeated so quickly, despair spread across their faces. But just as the dust seemed ready to settle, the ancient Bodhi tree let out a strange sound. The entire space trembled violently, and everyone realized it was collapsing. The battle ceased at once. A moment later, all were cast out onto the grassland of the ancient wilderness. Slowly, the ancient Bodhi tree sank back into the ground, vanishing completely. The gathered experts watched in silence, reluctant to see it go. Gu Qingyang lamented that he had never glimpsed the legendary Bodhi heart, while Xiao Yan quietly touched his chest, where the yet unrefined treasure now lay hidden. When the ancient tree finally disappeared, the grassland was empty once again. But before anyone could relax, the space around them twisted unnaturally. A suffocating force locked everyone in place, trapping them like prey in a cage. Above, a massive phantom of a heavenly phoenix spread its wings, covering the sky itself. Behind Zhou Feng, its shadow loomed, exuding terrifying pressure. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed coldly. He warned that perhaps it was time the Sky Demon Phoenix clan considered a new patriarch. Zhou Feng's heart clenched under that chilling gaze, and in panic he signaled Han Yu. A cruel smile curved Han Yu's lips. He crushed a space scroll, and at once, a heart-stopping aura spilled through the crack in reality. Gasps erupted all around. "A semi-saint!" the crowd exclaimed in horror. Xiao Yan's expression sharpened. The Soul Clan was summoning reinforcements. Without hesitation, he formed a ferocious beast of fire and hurled it toward the crack, trying to destroy the passage before anyone could emerge. But just as the fire beast was about to explode, a skeletal hand reached through the crack and effortlessly crushed it. A chilling cough echoed as a hunched, skeletal old man stepped out, leaning on a bone cane. His sunken eyes glowed faintly with an eerie green light. This was Gu Yu. With mocking disdain, he sneered that he hadn't expected Han Yu to fail against Xiao Yan so miserably. Xiao Yan drew in a deep breath. For the first time, he was about to face a true semi-saint head-on. The tension in the air was suffocating. Everyone from the ancient clan was shocked and furious, while Gu Hua instinctively tried to use a space scroll to call for reinforcements. But to his dismay, the channel wouldn't open. Xun'er calmly explained that Jiufeng's Sky Phoenix Phantom had sealed the space completely. Without its permission, no fluctuation could escape. Gu Yu's eerie eyes shifted, settling on Xiao Yan's companions. He recognized them immediately as the younger generation of the ancient clan. Han Yu, eager for blood, urged him to finish things quickly before the situation grew more complicated. Xiao Yan's expression was grave. He knew full well that even at the peak of Nine-Transformation Dou Zun, the gap between himself and a half-saint was enormous. Gu Yu finally introduced himself, the second heavenly venerable of the Soul Palace, known to the world as the Bone Yu Saint. Against such a foe, Xiao Yan unfurled his azure-red bone wings and steeled himself for battle. Quietly, he asked Xun'er if she could block Gu Yu for a moment. She gave a small nod, her forehead lighting up with the colorful clan pattern of the ancient clan. In an instant, her aura surged, and golden flames blazed within her eyes. At Xiao Yan's command, he swiftly retreated, summoning 5 strange flames to prepare for fusion. Gu Yu's shriveled face twitched slightly at the sight. He had long heard of Xiao Yan's ability to merge strange fires, and though he was a semi-saint, his curiosity urged him to see it firsthand. His gaze shifted again to Xun'er, recognizing her divine bloodline. Xun'er's hands weaved into intricate seals, and in the next moment, the heavens lit up. Golden flames burst forth from her body like a burning sun, setting the entire sky ablaze. Even Gu Yu couldn't hide his surprise. Slowly, he explained that this was the legendary Golden Emperor Burning Skyflame, ranked 4th on the Heavenly Flame list, and the supreme inherited flame of the ancient clan. The brilliance of the golden fire enveloped the entire world, turning it into a sea of burning light. From a distance, Xiao Yan felt the terrifying fluctuations and finally confirmed it. Xun'er truly wielded the Golden Emperor Burning Skyflame. His heart trembled. Even with his 4-flame fusion, he wouldn't dare claim superiority against such an ancient divine flame. The Bone Yu Saint, wary yet arrogant, refused to back down. Black mist poured from his skeletal cane, surging into the sky as a monstrous 1,000-foot skeleton took form. Its presence chilled the very soul, as though a demonic god of death had descended. Soul Jade's eyes widened. This was the Dark Skeleton King, a low-level heavenly rank fighting skill. Under Gu Yu's control, the giant skeleton strode forward, its bony hand tearing space as it reached for Xun'er. She quickly retreated, releasing a massive golden halo to resist the blow. Realizing that even her golden flame might not be enough to outright win, Xun'er changed tactics. She summoned the Golden Emperor burning heaven formation, pillars of golden fire descending to form a blazing prison around the dark skeleton king. But Gu Yu sneered, shifting his seals. Countless vengeful souls erupted from the skeleton, exploding violently against the golden flames. The blasts tore open cracks in the fire sea. And then, shocking everyone, Gu Yu merged his own soul with the skeleton itself, empowering it to rip through the formation with terrifying ease. But Xun'er only smiled faintly. She had bought enough time. She withdrew swiftly to Xiao Yan's side. By then, Xiao Yan was already holding a fire lotus in his palm. Exquisite and terrifying, it spun quietly, its destructive aura twisting the very fabric of space. Gu Yu's skeletal form chuckled hoarsely, its hollow eyes locked on the lotus with anticipation. He wanted to see with his own eyes the true power of the legendary fused flame. Xiao Yan sneered coldly at the provocation. The five-colored lotus spun faster and faster, silent yet absolute. Wherever it passed, the space collapsed into nothingness. In response, the black skeleton exhaled a wave of dark energy and cloaked itself in 10,000 souls bone armor. Layers of screaming souls condensed into a thick shell, enveloping the massive figure in armor of despair. The collision came in silence, and then the world shattered. The lotus detonated, erupting in a 1,000-foot firestorm that swallowed heaven and earth. The ground split apart, space ripped into a dark void, and the shockwaves blasted everything in their path. The spectators went pale. Jiufeng, Hanyu, and the others stared in horror. How could Xiao Yan, still a 9 revolutions Dou Zun, unleash power strong enough to rival a semi-saint? Cracks echoed like breaking glass. At first, just one piece of the bone armor fell. Then, another. And another. Soon, the entire armor crumbled, snowing fragments of black bone across the battlefield. A breeze passed, and the colossal skeleton dissolved into ash, its eerie green flames flickering out. In the distance, Gu Yu staggered, vomiting blood. His body glowed faintly with green light as his soul struggled to stabilize. Pale and shaken, he admitted he was injured, gravely so. Yet with a grim voice, he declared he still had the ability to claim Xiao Yan's life. But before he could strike, a golden light flashed. A massive golden fist roared through the air, smashing straight toward his head. Gu Yu braced himself, slapping his palm against it, and the impact sent the golden figure skidding back dozens of steps. Yet Gu Yu himself was forced back as well, his face grim and ugly. He had never imagined that he, a semi-saint, would be pushed this far by members of the younger generation. If he hadn't pulled his soul out in time, Xiao Yan's fire lotus might have left him crippled. Fury burned in his hollow eyes as he conjured a black giant hand, stretching toward Xiao Yan to crush him once and for all. But just then, the space beside Xiao Yan rippled. A spatial crack opened slowly, and from it stepped a familiar figure. An aged voice, calm yet thunderous, echoed across the battlefield. Gu Yu, don't you feel ashamed, raising your hand against the younger generation with your old bones?